Okay, thank you. We are now ready on live coverage. Good morning, fellow countrymen, uh, fellow government trustees, members of the Division Hours Committee, members of the Secretariat, TWG, maayong buntag. Good morning. Today, May 12, 2026, the Department of Public Works and Highway Lanao del Norte First District Engineering Office will be having an opening of bids for civil works. I think there is also a private conference after the opening for contract ID number 26 5 KG 0005 0006 0014 15 16 and 26 KG 0026 27 28 and 29. Without much ado, we would like to request Engineer Mala to give the prayer before we formally start the opening of bids. Thank you.
So good morning. Good morning. Please stand for the prayer. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Thank you, Engineer Mala, for the prayer. Before calling the attendance roll call, may we know, Engineer Makadinda, if there are online participation? Okay, thank you. There were 2 viewers, but not a bidder. Okay. Thank you, viewers. Good morning. This is Lanao First DEO. Karen, your request to have the attendance and find out if there is a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will now call the roll of back members to determine the quorum. Back Chairperson, Mukamadali P. Pundugar. Back Vice Chairperson, Efren A. Tulod. Back Regular Member, Naida B. Sata. Back Regular Member, Farida O. Manan. And Back Member, Eleanor F. Cabaluna. All are present, Mr. Chair, and we have an overwhelming quorum. For TWG, with the head of TWG, Engineer Sukarno M. Hachinor. Other TWG members, Engineer Mara B. Montejo, Engineer Rachid J. Mudag Jr., Engineer Paul Brian H. Opena, Engineer Juris S. Quadrillero, Engineer Jesbrel R. Tampus, Dr. Sherin Eve L. Maagad Makadinman, Engineer Christopher Guialon, Engineer Muhammad Ali Mala, Engineer Ernesto Rowell L. Chu III, Mr. Atilano Gahi Jr., Engineer Abdul Gafar A. Pandapatan, Engineer Ivan C. Sinahon. For back secretariat, we have Architect Aisel Velarde, Engineer Ibrahim M. Makadindang, Engineer Muhammad Samin A. Mindalano, Engineer Aljunaira Miraato, Ms. Salma B. Amer, Ms. Nora C. Anoos, Mr. Saraman Laot, Mr. Rani Hardinaso, and Ms. Siti Akima Dimaporo. For participating contractors, from AJJ, we have Jovan Paloma. From Asafa Builders, Salik U. Baruan. From Al Fahad, Abdul Samad Ahmod. And from Silver, Soraida A. Magumnang. That's all, Mr. Chair. Observers, we have none.
Thank you, Corinne, for the attendance, and it was found out by the Secretariat that there is an quorum. And because of that, we will start the opening of bids. Secretariat, please give the first envelope. Yeah, before that, kindly, Architect Labian, Bill, Bilardi to read the previous minutes for approval.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. So I will be reading the minutes of the previous meeting. This is a pre-bid conference for the related project. This was held last April 28, 2026. And the meeting goes for the call to order and introduction. Back Chairperson Mr. Makumadali Pundugar presided and called the meeting to order for the pre-bid conference for 26 kg 0005 rebid, 26 kg 0006 rebid, and 26 kg 0014 rebid, the same as 26 kg 0015 rebid and 26 kg 0016 rebid at the conference room, second floor, DPWH Lanao del Norte, 1st District Engineering Office Building. The meeting was started with a prayer led by BAC TWG Head Engineer Hajinor, and BAC Secretariat made a roll call for the members present during the conference. She then reported to the BAC Chairman that the BAC members are in quorum. BAC Chairman then declared the meeting is in session. Then Engineer Reyes then continued by acknowledging the presence of the BAC TWG and Secretariat attending the meeting. She also reported that there were 3 viewers from the online platform of the conference, and continued by reading the agendas of the meeting. For the basic presentation of the project, brief presentation of the contract data by the Planning and Design Chief Engineer Tulud, detailed presentation of the contract data. He informed everybody that the project were under the GAA 2026, 3 projects from the OO1 and 2 projects from the CSSP. Project details were then made by Engineer Vanji Canubida of the Planning and Design section. For contract ID number 26 KG 0005 rebid, construction improvement of access road leading to declared tourism destination, Tagoloan, Lanao del Norte, with an approved budget of the contract 4,145,126 pesos and 10 centavos. For the contract ID 26 KG 0006 rebid, construction improvement of access road leading to trades, industries, and economic zones for Segapod to Maliwanag Road Connection National Highway at Maigo, Lanao del Norte, with the approved budget of the contract 4,605,717 pesos and 94 centavos. For 26 kg 0014 rebid, preventive maintenance along Linamon-Zamboanga Road, along Tubod, Lanao del Norte, with the approved budget of the contract 49,225,057 pesos and 9 centavos. For the contract ID 26 kg 0015 rebid, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading, and damaged paved roads along Lanao del Norte, circumferential road, Tagoloan, Lanao del Norte, with approved budget of the contract, 4,608,289 pesos and 04 centavos. And lastly, for the contract ID number 26KG0016, rebid, rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads along Linamon-Zamboanga, Lanao del Norte, for the approved budget of the contract, 57,763,711 pesos and 12 centavos. For the questions and comments from the bidders and responses of BAC and other DPWH officials, BAC Chairman reminded the prospective bidders to update the CWA at the central office prior to the date of bidding to avoid problems in the eligibility. He explained that request for unlocking of documents should be done as soon as possible after the bidding and does not guarantee a positive result. The office will only act on what is being directed by the central office. He also reminded the contractors for the added documents required by the central office for corporation and also ISO certification of the contractors. Additional announcement from the BAC Vice Chairman is about the co-observation that some contractors did not declare their ongoing and just awarded projects and NFCC. Then for the adjournment, there will be no other remaining topics for discussion. BAC member Engineer Tulad made a motion for adjournment and the motion was seconded by BAC member Engineer Manan. Then the BAC chairman declared the adjournment of the conference. So that is it for the reading of the previous minutes, the pre-bid conference for the related project, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Architect Aisen. Any comments, observations for addendum and deletion? If there's none, the resolution is hereby approved. And that's form part of the consideration in the post-qualification of the projects. Secretariat, first envelope.
Good morning and may peace and blessings of the Almighty God be upon us all. So we have 9 projects to be opened and to start with. Let us open contract ID 26KJ0005 for the construction improvement of this road leading to declared tourism destinations. The road infrastructure program, access road leading to Mighty Cave at Barangay Dimayon, Tagoloan, Lanao del Norte. The first bidder is Silver Construction. For the technical component, okay, side tabbing, paginated, and with a table of contents. Certificate of PhilGIPS registration. Regular contractor's license. Statement of all ongoing government and private projects. Statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contracts, similar to the contract to be bid or the SLCC. Net financial capacity computation or the NFCC. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Organizational chart. List and qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of equipment owned or leased under purchase agreements pledged to the proposed contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment. Construction method statement. Construction schedule and its curve. PERT CPM diagram. Equipment utilization schedule. Contractors construction safety and health program. Omnibus sworn statement. Anti-trafficking and person management plan. Compliance to project and contract management application or the PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized. Certificate certifying that Silver Constructions is using concrete mix asphalt mix from the DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Pass. For the financial component, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated bid form. Summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed cost estimates, summary sheet of labor rates, equipment rentals, and material prices, cash flow by quarter, and payment schedule. The bid amount, 4,130,000. No, again. 4,134,550 pesos only. Again, 4,134,550 pesos and 24 centavos without discount offer. Correct. 24 centavos. 0.24 centavos. Okay. Mr. Chair, that is all for 25 kg 0005.
The rest of abstract of bid for contract ID. Abstract of bid is rate for contract ID is 26 kg 005. We have blown bidder. A subject for bid evaluation and post qualification. Next. Next item, please.
The next contract ID is 26 kg 0006 for the construction improvement of access roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones. Roads leveraging linkages for Industry and Trade Infrastructure Program at Segapod to Maliwanag Road, connecting to National Highway of Segapod in support of the coconut oil, rubber, and Tablea processing industry at Barangay Maliwanag, Maigo, Lanao del Norte. The first bidder, or there's a lone bidder, Alfahad Builders and Enterprises. For the technical component, side tabbing, table of contents, and paginated. Certificate of field GIPS registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private projects, statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contracts similar to the contract to be bid or the SLCC, net financial capacity computation or the NFCC, annual income tax return, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, organizational chart, list and qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract, list of equipment owned or leased or under purchase agreement pledged to the contract, certificate of availability of construction equipment, construction method statement, construction schedule and score, PERT CPM diagram, equipment utilization schedule, contractors construction safety and health program, omnibus sworn statement, anti-trafficking person management plan or the TAP, compliance to project and contract management application, PCMA, affidavit of site inspection, certification certifying that Alfahad Builders and Enterprises is using concrete mix, asphalt mix from the DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and notarized. Passed. For the financial component of Alfahad Builders, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated bid form, summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed cost estimates, summary sheet of labor rates, equipment rentals, and material prices, cash flow by quarter, and payment schedule. The bid amount, 4,595,463 pesos and 15 centavos. Again, 4,595,463 pesos and 15 centavos without discount offered. Mr. Chair, that is all for 26 KG 0006.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Sukarno. The result of bid for contract ID number 26 KG 007 at 006. As read, we have loan bidders is subject for bid evaluation, post-qualification, and eligibility check. Next, ID please.
The next contract ID is 26KG0015 for the rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads along Lanao del Norte, Interior Circumferential Road. We have a loan bidder, Azapa Construction. So for the technical component, side tabbing, originated, certificate of field gyps registration, regular contractor's license, business permit, list of all ongoing government private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement of bidder's single largest completed contracts, similar to the contract to be bid or the SLCC. NFCC. Annual income tax return, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration, signed and authorized, organizational chart, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. List of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreements. Construction method. Construction schedule and its curve. Manpower utilization schedule. Major equipment utilization schedule. Contractors construction safety and health program. Omnibus sworn statement. Anti-trafficking and person management plan. PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection. Certification certifying that Azapa Construction is using concrete asphalt mix from the DPWH accredited concrete batching plant. Passed. For the financial component of Asafa Construction, Side tabbing, paginated. Bid form. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimate. Cash flow by quarter, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. The bid amount, 4,592,072 pesos and 40 centavos only. Again, 4,592,072 pesos and 40 centavos without discount offered. Mr. Chair, that is all for 26 kg 0015.
Thank you, Engineer Sukarno. The result of bid as read for contract ID number 26 kg 0015. We have again loan bidder Asapa Construction. A subject for bid evaluation, post-qualification, and eligibility check.
Okay, Mr. Chair, just to inform that 25 kg 0014, there's no bidder for 0014.
Sir,
Yes.
let it be placed on record that there are no bidders, like back TW chair head said there are no bidders for 26 kg 0014.
No bidders.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If per information from the back secretariat, the contract ID number 26 kg 0014 is no bidder. So, no bid received, meaning there's nothing to read. We will proceed to the next ID.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next contract ID is 26 kg 0016 for the rehabilitation, reconstruction, and upgrading of damaged paved roads along Linamon-Zamboanga Road. So the first and lone bidder is AJJ Structure Builders Incorporated. For the technical component, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Certificate of PhilGIPS registration. Certificate of incorporation. Business permit. Regular contractor's license. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid or the SLCC. Net financial contracting capacity. Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration. Organizational chart. List and qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of equipment owned or leased or under purchase agreements pledged to the proposed contract. certificate of availability of leased equipment, construction method statement, PERT CPM diagram, construction schedule and scope, manpower schedule, equipment utilization schedule, contractors construction safety and health program, omnibus sworn statement, trafficking and person management plan, compliance to project and contract management application or the PCMA, affidavit of site inspection, certification certifying that the contractor is using concrete mix, asphalt mix from DPWH accredited batching plant, passed, passed. Okay, for the financial component of AJJ Structure Builders Incorporated. Table of contents, signed tabbing, and paginated. Bid form. Summary of bid prices. Bill of quantities. Detailed cost estimates. Summary sheet of labor rates, equipment rentals, and material prices. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. The bid amount, 57,590,116 pesos and 98 centavos. Again, 57,590,116 pesos and 98 centavos without discount offered. Mr. Chair, that is all for 26 KG 0016.
The result of the abstract of bid as read for 26 KG 0016. We have lone bidder. The result of the abstract of bid as read for 26 KG 0016. We have lone bidder AGG Structure Builders Incorporated. A subject for bid evaluation, post-qualification, and eligibility check. Next envelope.
There?
No more?
Oh,
So, ladies and gentlemen, the opening of bids for the civil works for these activities are done. Yeah, the eligibility is not yet, but anyway, we can close and proceed to the pre-bid conference while waiting for the eligibility check. The eligibility, we will resume the reading of the eligibility right after. The financial is already, and we will announce the result of the eligibility check once it is ready. So for the meantime, we will adjourn and proceed with the next activities, the pre-bid conference. Is there any other comments, reactions as to the opening of bids? If there's none, what is the pleasure of the body?
Mr. Chair, I move now we will proceed to our next business meeting, Mr. Chair, which is the pre-bid conference.
Yes, we will close first the opening.
Yes, since the opening bid is already concluded and completed, so I move to proceed with our next business activity, Mr. Chair. This is the pre-bid conference.
Yes, we have to close first. Adjourn. Yeah, the opening of bids will be adjourned first before proceeding to the next. Is there any movement for the opening, closing of the bids, opening of bids? There is a movement to close the opening of bids. Duly seconded. Therefore, the opening of bids is hereby adjourned. So ordered. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed to the next agenda, the private conference. The private conference of the civil works for contract ID 26 KG 0026 229. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, may we call the chief of the planning for the private conference? Engineer Makadindang, do we have viewers or participating contractors in the private conference? Huh? One viewer. Okay. Before we start, allow me to read the result of the eligibility, which was just recently turned over to us by the Procurement Office. For contract ID 26 KG 00115 15 Asapa Construction pass. Work Experience LCC pass, NFCC pass. Asapa Construction pass. As far as eligibility check is concerned, is LCC, NFCC pass. For the other contract ID, number 26 KG 0005. We have the Silver Construction. The result of eligibility check is LCC and FCC is pass. How about EGG? Not yet? Coming. Okay. As I said, we will start with the private conference anytime the result of the eligibility result will be in our hands. We will cut the private conference and announce the eligibility result. Okay? Planning, please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Once again, good morning, everyone. Mr. Chair, before I proceed, may I request the Box Secretary to read first our agenda for our private conference for the record, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Secretariat lead the agenda of the private conference as requested.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the agenda of the pre-bid conference, number 1, brief presentation, explanation by the back of the following: A, basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, requirements of bid documents, including instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms. C, documents to be submitted by the bidders. Technical component of the bid, we have field job certificate, PCAB license. By the way, field jobs includes Annex A, PCAB license and registration, statement of all, may I emphasize all, ongoing government and private contracts, SLCC, NFCC computation, and statement of total assets and total liabilities. Joint venture agreement if applicable, enrollment in the CWR, eligibility documents to be updated, bid security, project requirements, organizational chart, list of contractors, key personnel, list of major equipment, and omnibus sworn statement. Financial component of the bid form, bid prices in the bill of quantities, detailed estimates and cash flow, criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qua and award. Then we will entertain questions or comments from prospective bidders, other matters, and summary of proceedings. That's all, Mr. Chair, for the agenda.
Engineer Tulog, the secretariat already read the agenda for the private conference. You may not proceed.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair, for our agenda number 1, brief presentation, explanation of our back the following. Then, for this private conference, we have 4 projects to be discussed, and this is in accordance to our Republic Act 12314, or also known as GAA 2026, and this is under our OO1, or Organizational Outcome 1, that these all projects. So, with your permission, Mr. Chair, may I request Engineer Canobida to discuss to us and present to us our project to be procured, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Yes, Engineer Canobida is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. Let's start with the contract ID 26 KJs. Contract ID 26KJ0026 with a contract title of Rehabilitation, Reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads along Linamon-Zamboanga Road, K1556 plus 00 to K1558 plus 00. Our contract location is Bacolod, Lanao del Norte. These are some of the JOTAG site photos. Project description. The total project duration is 244 calendar days with a physical target of roads 3.982 lane kilometer. Description of works to be done are the facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface course, bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, which include the pipe culvert class for RCPC, line canal, rectangular reinforced concrete, miscellaneous structures, which includes a seedling or sampling for other programs or initiatives, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. Minimum equipment requirement, we have 2 dump truck, 1 payloader, 1 backhoe, 1 water truck, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory ruler, 4 transit mixer, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 concrete squeezer, 1 concrete saw, 14-inch blade diameter, 1 bar cutter, single phase, 1 joint sealer machine, 1 cargo or service truck, 1 applicator machine, 1 kneading machine, 1 concrete batching plant, 1 chainsaw, 19-inch standard blade, and 1 backhoe with breaker. The approved budget for the contract is 51,005,075 pesos. Next is with a contract ID of 26KJ0027 with a contract title of construction, upgrading, rehabilitation of drainage along Linamon-Zamboanga Road, K1562 plus 460 to K1562 plus 532 and K1562 plus 744 to K1563 plus 00. Our contract location is Maigo, Lanao del Norte. These are some of the JOTAG photos taken on site. Project description. Our total project duration is 82 calendar days with a physical target of drainage 332 lane meter, linear meter. Description of works to be done, facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, which includes the removal of structure and obstruction, earthworks, the structure excavation, pipe culvert and drain excavation, embankment, and drainage works will include the line canal. Minimum equipment requirement, we have 2 dump truck, 1 plate compactor, 1 water truck or pump, 1 backhoe, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory ruler, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 bar cutter, 1 bar bender, 1 cargo or service truck, and 1 bagger mixer. The approved budget for the contract is 3,393,740 pesos. Next is with the contract ID 26KG0028 with a contract title of Rehabilitation, Major Repair of Permanent Bridge at Kawit Bridge along Linamon-Zamboanga Road. Our contract location is Kauswagan, Lanao del Norte. So this is our Kawit Bridge. Project description, we have total project duration of 103 calendar days with a physical target of 1 bridge, description of works to be done, facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface course, bridge construction, which exclude the preformed core joint expansion joint 50 mm gap steel finger type, and expansion joint 50 mm gap rubber multiplex expansion joint. Drainage and slope protection structures, which exclude the grouted riprap class A and miscellaneous structures, which includes the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. Minimum equipment requirement, we have 2 dump truck, 1 payloader, 1 backhoe, 1 water truck, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory roller, 4 transit mixer, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 concrete squeeder, 1 concrete saw, 1 bar cutter single phase, 1 joint sealer machine, 1 cargo or service truck, 1 applicator machine, 1 kneading machine, 1 backhoe with breaker, 1 cold milling machine, and 1 concrete batching plant. The approved budget for the contract is 9,445,240 pesos. Next is with the contract ID 26KJ0029, replacement of permanent weak bridge at Ribocon Bridge along Linamon-Zamboanga Road. Our contract location is Colambugan, Lanao del Norte. Project description, total project duration is 252 calendar days with a physical target of 1 bridge, description of works to be done, facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures with excluded grouted replap class A, and miscellaneous structures, which is included the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. Minimum equipment requirement, we have 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory ruler, 1 water truck, 1 truck mounted crane, 1 diesel hammer, 1 drop hammer, 1 cutting outfit, 1 welding machine, 1 generator set, 1 backhoe with breaker, 1 payloader, 1 dump truck, 2 dump truck, 1 jackhammer, 1 air compressor, 1 vibro hammer with hydraulic power truck, and 1 water pump, 1 cargo or service truck, and 1 bar cutter. I will have also 1 bar bender, 2 transit mixer, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 crawler crane with bucket standard boom, and 1 dually, 1 bagger mixer, and 1 air compressor portable. The approved budget for the contract is 53,062,455 pesos. Reminders for the interested contractor. The contractor must observe the following in the bidding documents. First is the pagination. Second is the side tabbing and arranged and labeled according to checklist. Third is a table of contents that will harmonize the pagination and side tabbing. This is the preliminary examination of technical components of the bid and the preliminary examination of financial components of the bid. Reminders also for the interested contractors, kindly visit our office for the schedule and coordination of this project site visit and keep posted in the official website for the possible additional supplementary bid bulletin. And our schedule for the opening of bids is on May 25, 2026, 9 a.m. at the DPWH Lanao First DEO Conference Room. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Canubida, for the presentation. But before that, allow me to inform everybody that the result of the eligibility check for 26KG0006 under Alfahad Builders and Construction Enterprises. The work experience is LCC is passed. The NFCC is passed. So Alfahad is eligible to this contract. So going back to the pre-bid conference, as made mention or enumerated by Engineer Canubida, the private conference, may I ask everybody any comments, reaction as to the presentation, even the viewer. We will ask the viewer if you have any comments, reactions as to the presentation in the private conference. No viewer, Bids and Hours Committee members, TWG Secretariat. We have no viewers anymore, but we have the members of the BAC, TWG, and Secretariat. Any comments and corrections? If there's none, what is the pleasure of the body?
Mr. Chair, I move to adjourn our private conference.
There is a movement, Julie Sigante. Therefore, the private conference is hereby adjourned. So ordered.